Welcome back. Well, it's definitely a rough ride for the Bank Nifty, so it's down around 1% at this point in time. We have the mid caps also, which are underperforming, so down around 0.7%. The Nifty has slipped below that elusive 18,000 mark, so 17,953 is where it's at. Let's see whether we manage to sustain and crawl back to those levels in terms of closing on a week-to-date basis. A couple of stocks which seem to be buzzing around, and this is from the pharmaceutical space. They all came out with their numbers on the 14th and the 15th, just towards the end of earnings season. Supriya Life, which has now bounced back after what was a very weak showing this quarter. So that stock is up around 6.7%. And even Shilpa Medicare, which post numbers was down, is showing a bit of traction on the upside. So that stock is up around 7.5 to 8% at this point. So do watch out for both these stocks starting with S. Well, Prakash Gabha joins in on the technicals this afternoon. Prakash, hi, welcome to the show. Well, there is an underperformance which is taking place for the financials on a week-to-date basis as well. How would you approach the banks? Any specific banks you would have a strategy on?
Any specific bank that I would have a strategy on? Now, that's a difficult call. Because to me, when I look at the banks, they're all looking weak, perhaps except, I would say, HDFC Bank. It's just showing some kind of resilience. So if there's a bank here, perhaps I would say 1640 seems to be a strong support on HDFC Bank. If it has to bounce, the place is right. So if it happens, it can go to 1675 to 1700. So I would like to buy dips on HDFC Bank only because I feel there's a strong support in the vicinity of 1640 or so.
Okay. And your take on the index moves, Prakash, because we are seeing some weakness today.
Yes, weakness is there in Nifty and Bank Nifty as well. Nifty has fallen. It's seen kind of a double bottom here. It's somehow today's morning low is held. So very good chance we can see a bounce if it has to. It's stretched to the downside. Bank Nifty looking more weak. It's actually fallen down from the levels of 41,500 to 41,160 now it's very trading. I think 41,100 seems to be a strong support zone for today. It should hold there. But even if it does slide, it should halt there. That's the place I would look to halt. How do we see it on Monday? Maybe a bounce from there is possible. So far, I see is weakness in Nifty and Bank Nifty.
Weakness in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Any other stocks that you're looking at, Prakash, where you perhaps see some amount of recovery? I mean, this week, if you look at it, IT stocks have done well. Tech Mahindra is the best performer. Reliance, Tata Steel, L&T, not too bad. Anything that you would buy on a dip?
Asian Paints. Okay. I think that's a stock I'm looking at. It's formed a good base, holding it out. I would say that Asian Paints has a very strong support in the vicinity of around 2,800 or so. So as long as that holds, there's a good chance Asian Paints can climb to around 2,900. It may take a day or two or three, but it looks like it is showing resilience and it could hold Asian Paints.
Okay, all right. Prakash, thank you so much for joining us and taking us through your technical bets, and have a great weekend ahead. That's on the technicals of the market. For now, we'll slip into a short break and get you more on markets and a lot of stock-specific action that we are identifying. Stay tuned for that.